You've been farming the same neighborhood for years. Same postcards, same just listed flyers, same mailbox your homeowners don't even open anymore. Meanwhile, your competitor who never sent a single piece of mail just got that listing that you were looking at and competing for. Today, I'm going to break down the digital stealth farm. You know, how it's going to be replacing the print farm with hyperlocal geofencing and AI driven social targeting that follows homeowners across their digital habits. And I'm going to show you the math why $500 precision campaigns can start out performing the $5,000 mail drops. So here's the problem with traditional farming. You're paying to reach every single address in a zip code or city or neighborhood or whatever you want, right? Whether or not their household is even thinking about making a move. You're betting on volume and repetition. Now, that's a good idea if you want to be brand awareness. I get it, right? But if you do 12 touches a year, hoping to land on the one person or multiple people at the exact right moment, geofencing flips that. You draw a digital geographical fence, okay? A digital geographical fence, no borders, okay? Around an actual farm boundary. So that could be a building, it could be a neighborhood, it could be a subdivision, it could be anything you want. You could draw it around it, right? It's in the same street. Keep in mind, you want to use this as a mental mindscape of the same neighborhoods, the same farm areas that you're already sending the mailers to. Now, instead of that, we're going to touch every single device that either walks or drives through our digital funds. They get tagged. Now the homeowners are going to see your ads on Instagram, news apps that they read at breakfast, on YouTube before their workout video. This isn't a one touch, it's a precise attack. And you're not interrupting their day. And I say attack, I mean in a very positive way. You're just going to bombard them with your information so you're omnipresent. You can't go away. Okay, that's what I'm really saying. It's not like a flyer when they didn't ask for it. Actually, did you know there's studies done stating to the fact that when people get a flyer with your face on it in the mail unsolicited, they actually feel it at a micro level as an invasion of privacy? Did you know that? Yeah, they did. Now, here's the cool thing. Since they're already opening up these apps on a daily basis, probably multiple times, they're going to keep looking at you and keep looking at you and keep looking at you as long as you keep that geofence up and active. And it gets even sharper than just geographically centric, right? We're going to then layer in AI driven audience targeting, life event signals, search behaviors, property data like how long they've owned the home, divorce filings, which, by the way, those are both totally illegal and you can't acquire that information. You're not farming a neighborhood anymore. You're farming specific households inside that neighborhood that look like sellers. Fun fact, my family actually holds the patent for AI and predictive analytics in real estate. So let's really break down the numbers on that little fun tidbit, because this is now this is really going to be honestly uncomfortable for anybody who's been still cutting checks to print vendors right now. But let's look at the numbers. A $5,000 mailer campaign. It's typically, we're going to do round numbers here, a 500 household farm, mailed monthly for a year, full color, professional design, the whole 9 yards. It's realistically going to cost you probably $5,000. For this example, it's going to cost you $5,000. So the average mail response on cold direct mail is 1 to 2%. If you get above that, you're Jesus walking on water. Now, that's going to generate you in that year roughly 5 to 10 leads. Now, I say leads, I say very loosely, right? These are more like phone calls, not listing appointments. So let's really look at this. So let's say between 5 and 10, let's say you get 7 leads. Nationally, agents convert 5% of leads. So that gives you a 0.35 of a deal. That sucks, honestly. Let's look at the precision $500 marketing. Now, well, hold on. Before we do that, we also have to factor in turnover rates, competition, what the demographics are, all kinds of stuff in regards to that neighborhood you're looking at. So, if you really want to look at turnover rates, apps can do it now. But you take the total number of homes divided by the total number of homes sold year to date, and you're going to get a 0.0 something. That's your turnover rate. Then you have to look at your competition. And if you're going to do traditional mailers, you guys are going to have a really rough day. Trust me, I've done it for 26 years. So let's get back to our video sequences for our $500 precision and geofencing. So you take that $500, right, which is 1/10 of the budget, and you're going to do the same farm, but you're going to run a short video sequence ad. So for a short video sequence series. So it's going to be like an intro ad, a market update follow-up, a testimonial retarget, talk about a local business, talk about a park, a dog park, something opening, whatever, right? Because it serves only the people who are physically inside that farm boundary. These are your target market human beings. You're not paying to blanket a list. You're paying for actual attention. Excuse me. Geofencing campaigns commonly cost per lead. These numbers are staggering. They're going to be a fraction of the cost of direct mail. And video, programs that we just talked about, right? They give you something that postcards literally cannot give you. And this is the part that I find really, really cool. Now, we can look at how much these are being absorbed, before you even call them. Who watched it? I mean, who did what with it? So an honest comparison, the $5,000, it isn't beating the $500 or vice versa. On good faith, it's that the $500 campaign is testable in real time. You can look at open rates, watch through rates, click data in 1 week. Okay. A mailer, you wouldn't be able to find that out. I mean, there's a couple of systems out there, but they don't do this depth of stuff. But you can also shift it up midstream. You don't have to wait until month 11 when your budget's already sank for next year to recorrect a thought pattern. You can go in mid-campaign instead of waiting and say, okay, well, this worked, that didn't work, and make a game time audible decision on this. Super cool how you can do this. So here's the piece that actually changes the game. Time relevance. Like I just was saying, your postcard that you send in January looks the same as it does in June, and it can't talk about, like, if a rate cut takes place, a new listing comes up a couple doors down, the inventory suddenly tightens in a zip code. The digital sequence can. The same ad framework can swap in or out ads that are happening, such as this. Homes in said neighborhood are now selling 9 days faster than last quarter. That is real-time data. You can do it right in your dashboard. You don't have to reprint, 500 mailers, resend 500 mailers just to correct it. You can do it midstream. It's insanely awesome sauce. Now, let's do one more look. If you're going to be talking to folks about their market and what's going on, you have a decision to make. You can either talk to them in the traditional type of marketing that people have done for eons, or you can be the person that's going to be blue water hunting, doing things out of the box that are data-based and, obviously very cost-effective. So the question is this: who do you want to be seen as? So here's your next move. You don't have to kill your farm. That's the good thing, right? Do not kill your farm. This is a way cooler way to do this. You just have to stop paying for print ads or print postcards, okay? Just draw a fence around a geographical area, put a $500 budget behind it, run a short video sequence for the next 3 or so months. You got to give it a little bit of time to work, and see what your return is versus doing your mailers. You're still going to be talking to the same people, but you're going to be speaking with a different way of speaking to them, with something that's going to affect their lives. So anyways, guys, I hope this is helpful. Take a look at the geofencing. Give me a like, follow, subscribe. I love doing this. Hopefully this will put some thoughts in your brain pan, but I'm here always to help. All right, guys, DM me with any thoughts, theories, or concerns, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.